Other side of storms of your life. Once a child came to visit his grandfather during his summer holidays. He used to play with his grandpa during the time. One day he said to his grandpa, "When I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you tell me some ways to be successful?" Grandfather nodded yes and took the boy to a nearby nursery. From the nursery, his grandpa bought two small plants and came back home. He planted one plant in a pot and kept it inside the house and planted another one outside the house. What do you think? Which of these two plants will grow better in future? The grandfather asked the boy. The boy kept thinking for some time and then said, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from every danger, while a plant outside is at risk of many things like strong sunlight, storms, and animals." Grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in future." After that, the boy left with his parents. After 4 years, when the boy saw his grandfather, he said, "Last time I asked you some ways to be successful, but you did not tell me." Grandfather smiled and said, "Sure. But let's first take a look at the plants that we bought a few years back," saying this, grandfather took the boy to a place where he had planted a small plant in a pot. They saw that the plant had grown into a tree. Then he took the boy to look at the plant which they had planted outside. There they saw that a huge tree stood. Its branches spread far and wide, providing shade to the passers-by. Now, grandfather looked the boy and asked, "Which plant grew more? Which is more successful?" The boy replied, "The one that we planted outside." "But, Grandpa, how is this possible? That plant would have faced so many dangers. Still, it grew so big." Grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, plants outside had to face many things, but dealing with problems had its benefits too. Plants outside had the freedom to spread their roots as much as they wanted. Problems like storms made its roots stronger. Today it is so strong that a small storm cannot cause any harm to it." Son, what I am about to tell you now, you must always remember. Then you will be successful in whatever you do in your life. If you always make comfortable choices, then you will not be able to grow as you can. If you are ready to face this world, despite all the dangers, then no goal is impossible to achieve by you. Never think of problems as hurdles, but think of them as steps towards success. Boy took a long breath and stared at the tree, and he understood his grandpa's words.